This is a special episode because the main man Pete is going to be showing you exactly how he cut and stuck these bricks for this rather awkward detail on the house. So he's done one on this side and one on that side, two very separate angles, but he's going to show you how he did it. There's going to be some exciting jigs, some exciting Pete action, which we do like. Obviously everybody likes a jig, and we especially like Pete's jigs because he's awesome, so stay tuned and watch that. But before you get into the video, let me just remind you, if you are in the trade, check out truetrade.co.uk. There's a huge amount of tools on there that will help you streamline your business, make your life a hell of a lot easier, give you more time, and hopefully make you more money as well, so check it out. But in the meantime, stay tuned and enjoy the show.
Today I'm going to be gluing the bricks for the external corners on our extension. I'm just going to take you through the process of it. Before anyone says anything, I'm not an expert. We've just done a bit of research on the internet. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing today. So we're going to be using the Oxera Epoxy Bonds brick adhesive. It's a 2-pack system. It comes with a dye which you have to mix in yourselves. You just mix this 1 part to 1 part, add your dye and mix it to suit to glue your bricks together. That's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so we're on to our first part of the process, which is cutting the bricks for our external corners, getting them ready to all be glued up. We've got this BT saw, it's a water-fed diamond blade. These things are absolutely fantastic, they're such an accurate cut. Now, what I've done to increase productivity is to make myself this jig out of plywood. This is the external face, brick slots into there, external face, brick slots into there. What it means is I'm able to make 2 cuts in 1 pass, which is doubling my work rate, which is really, really good for productivity, and also it means you're not having to stand at a horrible noisy saw for as long as you need to. So I'm just going to start her up, do a few cuts, and I'll show you how it works. Okay. Okay, so there's our cut for our external corner. That's absolutely spot on. The joint's nice and tight, so that's ready to glue on. Nice one. We've got all our bricks cut. Really pleased with the way they turned out. The jig worked really, really well. So the next process is to make sure these are all nice and dry, and I'm going to de-dust them and get them ready for gluing. As you can see from the wet saw, we've got quite a lot of dust here, so obviously whenever you're gluing anything, dust is a massive no-no. So first thing, get your stiff brush. Give it a really good brush off, don't want any dust left. Same on the other side. I like to get a few sets of bricks lined up because of the amount of adhesive that I'm getting mixed up. What I've noticed, the pot that I'm mixing in, it does about between 10 and 15 sets of bricks, so doing it this way means that I'm not having to stop and start, go back to the pile all the time and start de-dusting and just repeating the process. So always best to get a few lined up. So once again, keep brushing until all these sets done. Last but certainly not least, I'll get my blower, come round, and the reason why I leave the faces exposed is just so I can get me egg on it. And that just ensures everything's perfectly dust free and ready for gluing. On this cut face, we've got a bit of a snot here. Now this is just where the brick is broken off when we were wet sawing it. Now if we try and glue this and close it up, we're going to be leaving a gap, and that's a big no-no. So I'm just going to get my brick hammer, dress that very quickly, and that will enable me to get a nice tight bond when I'm gluing. So the next step is we're going to be mixing up our resin adhesive. This is the Oxera product. It's quite a clever design actually, look, it's a bucket inside a bucket. So you've got your 2 different parts here. I'm going to mix 1 part resin with 1 part curing agent. I'm going to do 2 spoons of each, just so I've got a decent amount. Now you want to try and keep the spoonfuls quite uniform so that you can gauge them out properly. And then onto our curing agent. As you can see, we've got equal amounts of both, so now I'm going to start the mixing process. Now anyone that's mixed with 2-part wood filler will understand the process of this. What you want to do is you want to mix it really, really thoroughly till it's all one colour. If you've got white streaks or you've got grey streaks, then it's not mixed properly. Mix it really, really thoroughly. Take the extra time to do this because it will pay in the long run. We're nice and thoroughly mixed, there's no streaks in it, it's all one colour, which is exactly what we're looking for. Now, we've got this pigment that was given to us as part of the kit. I've noticed that there's no real set amount that you put in, it's just a little bit of artistic licence. You just add it in bit by bit, mix it thoroughly until you get the closest match to the brick that you're using. Don't put too much in though, because this stuff goes a really long way. Okay, now I think that's probably as close as we're going to get it, so I'm just going to give my pot a bit of a tidy up. Most importantly, get your product covered back up to keep it airtight, because if you don't, the air's going to get to it, it will stiffen and make it very, very difficult to mix up. Adhesive is ready to go, so now I'm going to start the gluing process. I raided Tony's tool bag and he had this butter knife in there. I don't know why, he said he used them for marking knives when he worked in a joiner's shop. What I've been able to do is utilise this, get a nice helping of this onto the butter knife. Spread it on quite liberally. Key thing with this is you want to get it quite close to the edges so you create a decent corner. Now that's ready. Push together. I like to give it a little bit of a rub. All the resin has started to splurge out, so we know we've got plenty in there and it's filling all the gaps, so that's absolutely spot on. Then I just get my putty knife here, scrape the excess off. And what I have found helps, just get yourself a cup of water. Then what you can do is just dab it nice and flat to give yourself a nice smooth finish. Over to our drying table. What I have been doing, that I just like to give the face a bit of a sand and then just give it a little bit of a tickle with the paintbrush just to finish it off. And then we have what I call, well, it's a setting tool basically to make sure the angle's absolutely spot on. Rest of that on top. And just make sure that the angle isn't kicking in any way, shape or form. If you have to give it just a little micro adjustment to make sure it's bang on the right angle, that's what you need to do. But that's absolutely spot on, so let that cure and they're ready to build with. Lovely.
Right guys, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching Pete work his magic on these bricks. We did. I think he's done a really good job of it. So in the next episode we're going to be showing you at the front of the property how we start preparing for the retaining walls, getting all our metal framework up and getting the shuttering up ready for the concrete pour. That's going to be one to watch. Please give us a big thumbs up, and also if you're not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, do all that sort of stuff that makes sure you keep watching our fantastic videos. Take care guys, see you next time.